What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have one of the coolest videos I have ever done on the channel. My entire Nascar Truck 164 collection. If you don't know, I have been collecting every single 164 made since 2019. Get your popcorn, give the video a huge thumbs up, and be prepared for one of the coolest videos I have ever done on the channel. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we go. The biggest truck collection maybe ever. I don't know. I'm going to be showing all the diecasts here. I'm going to move them into the studio. Let me tell you, there is a crap load of truck diecasts. I'm going to try to go year by year. Some of them might be a little inaccurate on what year they were produced because, for quick context, some of the diecasts, or I say some, but pretty much all of them don't have the year model underneath. They just say Chevy, Ford, or Toyota. So my memory can be a little bit fuzzy. But we're going to kick it off with the 2018 year. So this is a Matt Crafton Menards truck. This is one of the first ever truck diecasts to be made with the new diecast mold. And for quick context, all the truck diecasts have used the same exact mold since, I think it was February or early spring of 2019. That's when they started making a few 2018 truck diecasts. So that is a really awesome piece right there. The next one here, this is one of the first ones ever produced. I think this came out a little bit later than the Crafton. This is a 2018 Ben Rhodes Kentucky Raced Wind truck diecast. This one came out with the Matt Crafton. They were in the same wave. I think it was wave 1 or wave 2 of 2019. This is the, oh goodness, a Chase Briscoe Eldora Raced Wind. Yeah, one of the most random truck diecasts ever. And I absolutely love the truck diecast. I've been collecting every single one of them pretty much produced, excluding the championship logo ones, because I really don't care about those. Pretty much everything else, though, I collect. The race ones, the normal ones, X, Y, and Z. This one's a Brett Moffitt Homestead Raced Wind truck diecast. And what's really cool about this one is the front grille is actually chrome. Kind of has like a metallic silver decal to it, which of course the Toyotas of that year had that. Notice how there's no window print. It's crazy how far the truck diecast quality has came. I believe this is the last truck diecast that was produced in 2018. This is Brett Moffitt's Chicagoland Raced Wind. Like literally the most random truck diecast you could think of, and yes, the light gray interior ones are from the Authentics line. So to my knowledge, I believe that's all the diecasts made from 2018 in the NASCAR 164 scale for the truck diecast. Now we're gonna shift to 2019. We got some cool ones here. This is the Kansas Raced Wind for Ross Chastain. This was a huge win. I mean, an absolutely huge win. Fan favorite. I think it was his first ever truck win. When he won that race, the fans went nuts. I remember that. That was a very big moment in the sport. Now, I think this is a 2019. I could be mistaken on it, though. Let me see what driver it is, because look. I'm just going to give y'all a heads up. Circle B Diecast and Plan B Sales sponsored a megalodon amount of trucks, okay? Like literally half of all the 164s made are Circle B Diecast or Plan B Sales sponsored trucks pretty much. So be prepared. Huge shout out to them for all the love they've given to the fans with the 164 scale truck collectors. This is a Ty Majeski. I think it's from 2019. I could be mistaken on that one. If it's not, it's 2020. Anyways, we're going to keep going here. Next one is going to be a 2019 Myatt Snyder, number 27, Louisiana Hot Sauce 4 F-150. This was an Authentics line exclusive. That is a very rare diecast. I don't think that's a 2019 now that I'm thinking about it. Because didn't 2019 they ran the Gander Outdoors truck series? Or no, that was 2020. Again, I'm getting everything screwed up. I remember when this diecast came out. And it was one of the coolest releases ever. 2019 Greg Biffle Texas Raced Wind. I was shocked this diecast was actually going to get made. For those who don't know, he literally just showed up out of nowhere, jumped in a KBM truck, won at Texas, and left. It was awesome. That truck was fast. He won that race. That was really cool. This is a 2019 Brett Moffitt, number 24, Plan B Sales Chevrolet Silverado Very, very cool piece. And again, there is a ton of truck diecast. So as the video goes on, we're going to move things around and whatnot. This one is another 2019 Brett Moffitt. It is the patriotic Plebiscale Chevrolet Silverado. I think this one was ran at Phoenix. I could be mistaken. It is a playoff truck, and it says round of 6. So I imagine that is one of the last few races before they advanced to which was Homestead in 2019 as the finale. Here is a very cool 2 trucks that got made in 2019, and I can't remember which one is what, but they're almost identical. Kyle Busch Atlanta and Las Vegas race win 164 trucks. Now, one of the main differences is the truck on the left has like a grass decal on the front splitter there, as when he was doing the burnouts or something, he got grass on there. I think that's from the Las Vegas one. I could be wrong on that. Anyways, these are 2 amazing trucks. The matte finish on these are absolutely beautiful. And that is all the 2019 trucks, I think. We're going to go ahead and advance to the 2020 year model trucks. I think I forgot one more 2019 truck. This is the Grant Enfinger 2019 Curb Records Ford F-150. I believe that is a 2019. I could be mistaken on it regardless. Changed the camera angle a little bit. Anyways, we're going to bring some more diecasts to the studio. And here is a 2020 raced win for Grant Enfinger when he won Daytona, which was the first truck race of the decade. My man, unfortunately, still hasn't won a truck championship, which I wish he would, but that's besides the point. This was kind of a tribute set for Thor Sport. They had a bunch of silver paint schemes, and I'll show the other ones. What bugs me about it is they had 4 trucks, I think, in that race, and for whatever reason, they only made 3 of them. I can't understand why. They even made a NASCAR Authentics hauler that had all 4 of the renders on it, and they never made the other one in the 164 scale, which bugs me to this day. Anyways, this is the Matt Crafton 2020 truck. That is a beautiful piece, and one of my favorite trucks ever made. Johnny Sauter 2020 Tenda Ford F-150. Again, that beautiful silver paint job with it. Let's go. There we go. We'll get a better shot at some of the diecast. And now we're going to transition to a ton of the boxed ones very shortly. This one, I think, is a 2020, and it's a Haley Deegan. I think this was part of her part-time truck series starts. I could be mistaken on this because it says Gander RV and Outdoors. I think 2019 and 2020 were the Gander RV and Outdoors era. I could be mistaken. Anyways, that is another one of my truck diecasts I have. And let's go ahead and transition to the boxed diecasts. Now, there's going to be a ton of them. We're going to try to put them kind of at the back here. Hopefully they don't fall over. This is a Brett Moffitt Destiny Homes Chevrolet Silverado. That was a Harry Gant throwback paint scheme that they ran. He ran an Xfinity car. I think it was the Fall Martinsville race. This is a Ryan Truex 2020 Plebiscale Chevrolet Silverado. Again, these cats over there at Circle B, which is Plebiscales, same thing. They sponsored a megalodon amount of trucks. I mean, literally, I cannot believe how many trucks they have sponsored. I was pulling them out of my collection, looking at them. I could not believe how many diecasts they got produced. Let me go get a better camera angle for y'all. They produced just so many freaking trucks, so many great-looking paint schemes. This is the Ty Majeski Plan B Sales Alzheimer's, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Chevrolet Silverado. It's a purple paint scheme. Every single week they had one almost. It was so cool. So the pandemic era diecasts that were produced for the 164 scale, they helped get a ton of truck diecasts made, and by far most of them, I believe. This is the Sheldon Creed Phoenix raced win, where he won the championship. A lot of people forget that Sheldon Creed, he won a truck series championship, and they made the 164 scale for it. This one is a part of one of the most controversial 164s we made from 2020. This is Chase Elliott's iRacing Charlotte win. People forget about this, that Elliott won the truck race at Charlotte during the Coke 600 week. What was so crazy about it is they had the Coke 600 on Sunday, and then they came back, Wednesday, and they raced the 400 or whatever the biff it was. I think they ran that truck race on a Monday night. I mean, that whole week was just bananas. The whole Charlotte return and everything. This is the controversial one here. And I want you to look at the tag for it, if you could read it. There we go. Hold on, let me just do this. There we go. See that 2020 Silverado? Look underneath it. It says liquid color. So this is the Charlotte win, but it was produced as a liquid color. At least that's how it was marketed. All that is liquid color on it apparently is the white portion of the diecast. So essentially, it's just a metallic white version of the iRacing win. It looks cool, but it's not a liquid color. A lot of people were upset about that when that diecast originally came out. Here is a Ross Chastain Plan B Sales Watermelon Chevy Silverado. Awesome looking paint scheme. And again, they had so many different ones. You got a blue and white one over here. You got a purple one over here. Now you have lime, green, and red. I love how, like, when Circle B does their truck sponsorships, or any of their sponsorships, it doesn't matter what the color of the vehicle is. They will change their branding, their colors, and everything with it to accommodate whatever paint scheme or theme they're going for. I love when sponsors do that. And also, some of these truck diecasts, I had to pull out my display cabinet, and I might be missing a few of them. So if there's any of them I'm missing, yeah, I've probably done a diecast review on it. In fact, I actually have a truck series playlist of all the diecasts I've done reviews on that are truck 164. So that will kind of be a crash course to see if I'm missing any of them. This is another Chase Elliott truck in 2020, the HendrickCars.com paint scheme. A little bit of a preview to what's to come, as HendrickCars.com would be on Larson's car the next year as a primary paint scheme. Here is one of the coolest 2 years of diecast for this guy right here. Jordan Anderson in 2020, 2021 got like 2 or 3 different diecasts made. This one's, actually no, his team did, because one of them was it was a random driver, I believe. Anyways, he finished second at Daytona, I think it was 2021, and they made a raced version of it and he did it as well in 2020. You can see the donut mark on the side of the truck from the photo finish. It doesn't say raced version, but that's basically what it is. Awesome looking truck diecast. One of the most random 164s ever produced, as he's an Xfinity owner now, and he has like 3 full-time cars, and if they continue to keep growing, he's probably going to have a pretty successful Xfinity program, hopefully. Here's our Ross Chastain. Yeah, there's a ton of Chastain diecasts, and we'll add context to why there's so many of them. This is the, it's hard to read, but it says Circle Track Parts Watermelon Association Silverado. A lot of people think Ross Chastain nowadays, they're like, oh, okay, he drives the one car for Trackhouse. This is back when Ross Chastain was literally driving anything and everything to get a ride in NASCAR. In 2020, he basically was everywhere. Xfinity, truck, cup, back markers, good race cars. For even more context of that, he was going to drive for Chip Ganassi Racing in their Xfinity program for 2020, I think. And then when DC Solar had their shenanigans and he lost the sponsorship, he pretty much had to do whatever he can to keep himself in the ballpark. He would drive for Chip Ganassi Racing in 2021, but he's done a ton of truck series racing. So that's the reason why there's so many diecasts made for him. Popular guy running a lot of truck races. This is one of the coolest diecasts made from 2020. Jennifer Jo Cobb, number 10 Silverado, the fastener supply. That is so cool. The pink and the white on that truck. Very sharp looking diecast. A lot of people probably forgot that one got made. That was a very cool piece. This is another amazing looking diecast. Spencer Boyd, 2020 Plan B Sales Veterans, number 20 Chevrolet Silverado. Again, look at all the different colors. Green, purple, blue and white, red, white, and blue. I mean, it truly doesn't matter what color paint scheme. Circle B will sponsor it. Plan B Sales will sponsor it. It's awesome. Here's a Time Majeski, number 45 truck right there, the Plan B Sales. Another fantastic looking paint scheme. Now, this is another interesting one, and we're kind of going down memory lane a little bit with this one. So, I'll try to add some context to this. This is a Travis Pastrana. Yes, Travis Pastrana truck. But what's fascinating about it is it says no driver. The reason why is Travis Pastrana has a contract with Subaru, I think, to do like rally racing or rallycross racing. Anyways, they didn't want him having a diecast that said Chevrolet on it or whatnot. You know, kind of like a rivalry. You know, they don't want, you know, Ford doesn't want their drivers driving to Chevrolet X, Y, and Z. And inevitably, they got the diecast made. You know, Circle B or Plan B Sales probably bought it. But unfortunately, they couldn't have Travis Pastrana on there because he's a Subaru driver. Anyways, here's the next one. This is a Natalie Decker N29 Technologies number 44 Silverado. I think I actually have another 2019 diecast. I'll show it real quick in the video. And the reason why I say that is because I thought this was a 2021, but I think I was mistaken. Here's another Natalie Decker. I think this is a 2019. The number 54 N29 Technologies Toyota Tundra. What's so cool is that is the KBM 54 font, which, man, that is such a cool font number. Kyle Busch ran that car like a gajillion different times in the Xfinity Series, and very few of his diecasts ever got made, which is really a shame. The next one here is a Brett Moffitt number 23 Plan B Sales Chevrolet Silverado. I think Circle B actually, or Plan B Sales actually commented on my diecast review on this in 2020 or 2021. And they explained what the paint scheme was about. And it was a tribute, I think, to an 80s or a 90s Chevrolet Silverado design. Because there's like a flame pattern. That was kind of the design they were going for with it. I had no idea that was the origins of it. But it was really cool. They actually commented on it. Here is another Brett Moffitt. This is, I think, long-term, this might be one of the more rarer diecasts ever made from 2020's truck lineup. This was a Jimmy Johnson tribute paint scheme. It has his 06 to 2008 paint scheme. The neon on that is like fluorescent, so they did it right. The blue, the silver, fantastic job. This was ran at Phoenix, I think, that weekend in the Final Four because Jimmy Johnson was running his final NASCAR Cup Series full-time race for Hendrick Motorsports. Here's another Ty Majeski paint scheme. It's a number 45 Plan B Sales truck. You can see there's clearly a difference in the paint schemes. And I mean, look at all the trucks we got, guys. I mean, this is like not even half of it right now. I mean, it's insane how many trucks have actually gotten made. Very thankful and blessed for it. This was by far one of my favorite truck diecasts ever made. It's a shame he didn't win in it. Chase Elliott 2020 Hooters Chevrolet Silverado. How many people remember this truck actually getting made? Easily the best Hooters paint scheme he's ever had. I mean, the orange and the black on this truck. Fantastic job. I think, he drove that for GMS. Beautiful looking paint scheme. I think this is the final 2020 truck I have. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I might be missing a few of them because they're probably buried in my display cabinet, and it's not exactly easy to get out. This is another Ross Chastain paint scheme. Instead of having the light blue on the sides, wait, that's a Ty Majeski, I think. It's a similar paint scheme, but different color choices. So another Ross Chastain. All right, so we're going to have to go back to the wide lens because we're starting to run out of room. And we're going to try to transition to the 2021 year. 2020 and 2021 was the absolute peak for 1/64 scale production of the trucks. 2022, they started slowing down a little bit more. And I think they might start to kind of pick up a little bit as the winner circle line is really helping getting a lot of trucks made. Anyways, we're going to be kicking this one off with the Daytona race win for Ben Rhodes. This is the Bombardier. Is that how you pronounce it? I can't believe I got that right, I think. My English is awful. That's a fantastic truck diecast. This one is, I think, kind of a forgotten paint scheme. Austin Hill, 2021, United Rentals number 16 Toyota Tundra. A lot of people forget that he actually drove for Toyota. And he won a couple of races, I think, for Hattori. That was the team he drove for. This is one of the currently 3 Kyle Busch Atlanta race wins that got made. I think this is the final truck race ever at the old Atlanta, and they made the 164 for it. Yes, there is a Rowdy Energy logo. Rip them, unfortunately. But yeah, that's a beautiful truck diecast. Another fantastic KBM truck right here. Martin Truex Jr.'s 2021 Bristol Dirt Race win. That race was so cool, man. I miss the dirt racing in NASCAR. I wish they would bring it back. I freaking love it. And this one is okay. This one's interesting. So they had two variants of this truck made. This is the Ryan Preece edition. The Ryan Preece is the exclusive one. It was only available in the Authentics line. Well, they also made Kevin Harvick's version of this truck, which got made the Gold Series, I believe. So there's two variants for them, and they look almost identical. Now we're going to transition to the boxed 164s from 2021. This is another forgotten paint scheme. It is Kyle Larson's 2021 Bristol Dirt paint scheme. Circle B Diecast or Plan B Sales, they had a ton of sponsorship in that race. They had like 3 or 4 different vehicles. We'll be showing them in this video. But anyways, Truex won the race, but Larson also ran in it, and this is a very forgotten truck diecast. And this whole thing's literally about to fall, so we're going to have to start putting like diecasts on the side or something. We're literally running out of room. This is a Hailie Deegan 2021 built Ford Tough Chevrolet, I'm an idiot. So the next diecast is another forgotten paint scheme. You forget all these different diecasts that got made, right? Carson Hocevar got a truck made in 2021. Yeah, I know. This is a fantastic looking paint scheme. It's got like a Las Vegas slot machine, poker table vibe to it. Blackjack, you got like dice, you got the poker chips. There's a lot of detail on it. Fantastic looking diecast here that Circle B Diecast got made. Love that piece. Another great looking diecast. There is another Ross Chastain paint scheme. This is a tribute to Terry Labonte in his mid to late 80s paint scheme, the number 44, which I think he ran the number 44, so that's kind of cool. You have the tribute paint scheme and you know, a very cool number to match it that he originally ran. This is another Hailie Deegan truck, the Toter Ford F-150 from 2021. Another awesome paint scheme. I mean, we've had so many different unique number trucks produced. You really could have a truck series dot motion or a diecast series. I mean, it's ridiculous how many of them got made. You got Ross Chastain, once again. As I mentioned, there is a ton of Ross Chastain, Plan B Sales, and Circle B trucks. This is another one of the watermelon pieces. Really, really cool stuff right there. And, oh yeah, another Carson Hocevar. How about this? The throwback to one of the Exide battery cars. That thing is cool, man. Love that. Dude, Carson Hocevar's Johnny Benson throwback. Man, it's a shame that never got made in the 164 scale. That was one of my favorite truck paint schemes ever. I'm a huge fan of Johnny Benson and the Valvoline paint scheme. Even his Cheerios cars look cool. One of my favorite drivers of the Winston Cup era. This is yet another Hailie Deegan truck. This is the Craftsman truck. I think people forget how many trucks she got made in 2021. Now, this is that other Jordan Anderson truck I was talking about. And I don't even know if this guy has driven another truck race. I can't remember. I'm sure he has. But I haven't heard this name in a while. Bobby Rayus. Is that how you pronounce it? Bobby Rayus? This is the I Love Mac and Cheese Chevrolet Silverado. No, I did not come up with the name of this. And I think this got a NASCAR Authentics production as well. I'm not kidding you. One of the most absolute bananas trucks ever to be made. I mean, it's so random. It's awesome. Now, I mentioned that photo finish with Jordan Anderson. He got another truck made in 2021, and here it is. This is officially the Swan Daytona race version. You have the race wear markings and all that stuff. Another great random unique number paint scheme you can use in your diecast stop motions. Once again, another random one. This is a Donnie Schatz Little Giant Ford F-150. This was ran at the Bristol Dirt Race, or was it Knoxville? Actually, I think it was Knoxville. And Austin Hill, I think, won that race. Anyways, this is one of the dirt guys who went out there and did a one-off race. And they made a 164 scale for it, which is always cool. The next one is going to be Chase Briscoe. Yeah, Chase Briscoe actually got some trucks made in 2021. This is the Texaco Cutstone Ford F-150. Of course, this was his rookie year, so getting more experience as he's coming along with the Cup Series is a good idea. This is a 2020 truck I had mixed up, so forgive me for that. You probably won't be able to guess the driver for this one, guys. Trevor Bayne got a truck diecast made in 2020. I'm not kidding you. Trevor Bayne, Plan B Sales Silverado. It was ran at the Darlington Throwback Race, so it has the throwback tires, but awesome piece right there. If you would have told me Travis Pastrana and Trevor Bayne would have got truck diecast made in 2020, I'd have said you're bonkers. Here's that Kevin Harvick truck I mentioned that is pretty much identical to the Ryan Preece exclusive. So you kind of have your options with that. This studio is literally going to collapse. There's so many trucks. Guys, if you haven't given the video a thumbs up, please do, because it took me a crap load of time to get all this stuff out. And if you'd like to help support the channel, and hey, Circle B's got a ton of trucks over there. You can go get a load of great looking trucks. Make sure you use promo code Diecastbuffet. Any orders $30 or more, guys, you can save on shipping. Help support the channel if you want to get some truck diecast. Here's another Plan B Sales paint scheme. Again, huge shout out to them, because literally half of these things wouldn't exist if it wasn't for them. So huge shout out to them. Got Brett Moffitt's 2021 Silverado. Again, they had a ton of these white and blue paint schemes. I'm running out of room over here, guys. And my favorite truck, perhaps from 2021, I can't remember if this came on a base or not. I don't think it did. Chase Elliott, A-Shock Energy, Chevrolet Silverado. My goodness, I love this paint scheme. I really wish A-Shock Energy still sponsored Chase Elliott. I really wish they didn't leave. I loved his Mountain Dew paint schemes, and then they left. I loved the A-Shock Energy paint schemes, and then, naturally, they leave too. So go figure on that one. And, well, just when you haven't seen enough of them, we got another Chase Briscoe truck. But this one's the Plan B Sales, Circle B Diecast sponsored truck. And I think they ran a promotion where they had names on it. I think that's like people who have either donated or they bought the 124 scale. I don't know what it is. But anyways, there's like a gajillion names on it. So that is really, really cool. Another diecast got made. This is the Roper Racing truck. Chase Briscoe got 2 of them made in 2021. All right, so time for the next year, and which is going to be 2022, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and hop to that. All right, so time for the 2022 trucks. Here is the Hailie Deegan Advent Calendar 2023 exclusive. This is a fantastic looking paint scheme. Done a diecast review on that one. Now, I am missing some of these trucks as well. I haven't picked up all of them. Like, I'm missing the Stuart Friesen 2022 truck. It's like a promo that got made, his Texas race win. Yeah, good luck finding that one, unfortunately. And, oh yeah, there's another promo truck diecast that I'll be talking about from 2024. A lot of people don't even know exists, but it's a real thing. I'll be talking about that later in the video, so stay tuned, guys. That's what we call a teaser in the entertainment industry. I'm kidding. I don't have, surprisingly, the standard version of this paint scheme. I was going to get it. It was sold out at Circle B, right? And then I'm like, oh, darn, I missed out. And then months later, they got more in stock, and I just haven't bought it yet. But I'm going to get it eventually. This is Matt DiBenedetto's 2022 Talladega race win, his one and only current NASCAR win at the time of this video, I believe. So, awesome looking truck. It was ran in October, so you have the pink numbers on it, but that's his Talladega win. The truck series has been getting a lot of Talladega wins as of lately, which is really cool. I say a lot of them. I mean like 2 of them. And here is another one of the Hailie Deegan paint schemes from 2022. This is the Waste Quip Ford F-150. I think that's like 5 #1 trucks that she's gotten made. You had the Built Ford Tough one, the Toter one, Craftsman, Waste Quip, and then you have the Pristine Auctions. I mean, just a ton of truck diecasts made. Here is a Chase Elliott. Yeah, this is the Chase Elliott Bristol Dirt Raced version truck. I don't know what it is, but they will make a Bristol Dirt Raced version for anything. Even Brad Keselowski got a next-gen Bristol Dirt Raced version made. This is the truck he ran that race, and it's the Hendrick, Cars.com paint scheme, which is so iconic. And naturally, they made the clean version of that paint scheme. So if you're a diecast stop motion fan, congratulations, you're in luck. You don't have to have a diecast that's got artificial dirt all over it. And this one I recently got. This is the Corey Heim. First ever diecast for this cat, by the way. He is incredibly talented. I mean, the guy's already won like 15 truck races or something. It's the Atlanta Raced Win. What's really fascinating about this is that 2021 Atlanta Raced Win right here, that was on the old Atlanta Superspeedway, the final race for the trucks there. Well, guess what? Now you have the first ever Superspeedway race, and both of them got a 164 made. And they're the same number and the same team. Pretty cool diecast set right there. And the next one is my favorite one from 2022, probably. The Joey Logano Planet Fitness Ford F-150. A lot of people forgot he ran the Bristol Dirt Race in 2022 and he had this paint scheme. My favorite truck probably ever made, honestly. But yeah, love this paint scheme. He would win the race in 2023. But I love that truck diecast. Probably my favorite one. And let's head to the 2023 Truck 164s made. All right, so to kick off the return of the Craftsman Truck Series, as they would come back in 2023, they would leave the Gander Outdoors Truck Series sponsorship, and Craftsman would come back in. Anyways, this is such a cool paint scheme here. Oh, it was also Camping World Truck Series. Now, what's funny about this one is this was supposed to be Jake Garcia's paint scheme for Daytona in 2023. And he couldn't run the race because he wasn't old enough, right? You could run the short tracks, but you can't run the large tracks like a Daytona unless you're 18. So anyways, Chase Elliott happened to drive the truck, and they got a 164 made. At the time of this video, they've yet to make a Jake Garcia Truck 164, which is unfortunate because he's had some great paint schemes. But that's what's kind of funny about that one is, like, it was never supposed to happen in the first place. Here is another Hailie Deegan truck. This was ran at the Atlanta race, I think it was. Yeah, the Atlanta Super Speedway race, the NASCAR women truck right here. It's a pretty cool looking paint scheme. I like the blue and the green, kind of a Seattle Seahawks vibe to it. Another one of the 2023 trucks. This is one of my favorite raced win trucks ever produced. Ben Rhodes 2023 Charlotte Raced Win. Not only did they make this truck with the high-def printed tires, because if you don't know, they changed the tire prints in about mid-2019, and they're more blurry nowadays, but they went back and used a high-definition print of the wheels, so it looks like it was made 5 to 6 years ago. You have fluorescent orange, you have confetti, and it won at Charlotte. Awesome, awesome diecast right there. Love that piece. Here is the 2023 Daytona Raced Win for Zane Smith. This was available in the NASCAR Authentics Winner Circle line. Recently got this one. This has the window print and detail on it, as they would start doing that later on in the Winner Circle line. What is it? Yeah, Corey Heim truck doesn't have any window print. I'm going to move the camera back just a little bit because we have literally no more room in the studio, because why not? I remember I did a truck collection video. I think it was like 2020, 2021. It was like, I don't know, like 15 trucks or something. Yeah. Anyways, so this is another one of my favorite truck diecasts made. I really wish they would have made a clean version of it. It's Joey Logano's Bristol Dirt Race Win. And yes, that is artificial printed dirt on the windshield. Incredible job. Love that paint scheme. It is one of the most unique looking truck diecasts. And awesome piece for sure. This is a fairly recent release. 2023 Brett Moffitt, FreightAuctions.com. It was actually a throwback paint scheme. When he won Talladega, it was a one-off start, similar to kind of like Greg Biffle, just showing up out of nowhere and winning a truck race and getting a diecast made. But apparently this was a paint scheme back in the mid-2010s with Front Row Motorsports. I don't remember if it was Chris Buescher that drove it, or it was David Reagan. But anyways, apparently they ran a paint scheme to that style livery before. Something like that. Anyways, we've got another Zane Smith truck. Yeah, I'm missing one or two of the Zane Smith raced wins from 2022, I believe. I think I'm missing a couple of those. Or is it 2023? Either or, I think I'm missing those. Here is the Zane Smith 2023 Coda raced win, the famous burnout that had the mud flaps that caught on fire and inevitably created a bunch of artificial damage to that diecast. Now, this one comes on a base. Yeah, it comes on a base because it's the Rowdy Energy truck. I have yet to remove the base on it, so that's why it's still in the box, because I like to put them in a display case. But anyways, this was Kyle Busch's first win with Chevrolet, I think, in the truck series. The Las Vegas raced win, which makes 2 Las Vegas raced wins made for Kyle Busch. 2019 was the other one. I don't know why they didn't make his Pocono win. I truly think that is a tragedy. That was the 100th win for KBM, the most important win arguably in their existence, and they didn't get a 164 made for it. But they made the Las Vegas win. That's bananas to me. I don't know how that didn't happen. That literally, they'll make any other paint scheme. They'll make a Chase Elliott Bristol dirt raced version. He doesn't even win the race, but we don't get the Pocono win for a massive moment in Truck Series history, especially since the team closed down after the year. Here is a Kyle Larson, HendrickCars.com, North Wilkesboro raced win truck. That was the first truck race at Wilkesboro since, I want to say, 1996. So that was really cool. And yes, he would go on to win the All-Star race there, which is always fun. And I got these 2 trucks very recently. Love these pieces. I was really shocked when they announced them in the Authentics line. Took me forever to find them. You know, gotta love the retail distribution. But this is the Rajah Caruth, first ever 164 made for this man. The Wendell Scott Chevrolet or Foundation Silverado. Love this piece. Almost won a race in 2023. I think it was Kansas. He was super fast in that race, and this man actually won it. Grant Infinger, my favorite Truck Series driver. He gets another diecast made. This is the first one made since 2020, I think. 2020, I think. You know, he's quite successful in the Truck Series, but they never make his 164s. It's stupid. How many races does this man need to win to get a freaking diecast made? I'm actually missing a couple more trucks. I had them sitting on the side here. This is a 2021 Ryan Truex Plan B Sales 2 Silverado, or it says Plan B Sales on the tag, but it's actually Circle B Diecast. Anyways, there's a freaking hot tub sponsorship on the bed cover of the truck, and the design they did for it was so cool. They actually made it look like it was a truck that had a hot tub made in the bed of the truck, which is really cool. Anyways, this is an awesome diecast right there. This is the Plan B Sales 2 Chevrolet from 2021 for Ross Chastain. And this is the 2021 Plan B Sales Brett Moffitt, a alternate paint scheme. And I recently picked this one up. I have yet to do a diecast review on it. One of the coolest diecasts from 2022. I forgot to add this one. Ty Majeski's Bristol Night Raced Win. Wow, that is a cool diecast right there. I have no idea where to put it. We're just going to stick it over here in the corner. Now, I have another 2023 diecast. Yeah, so I got to clean this one up. I got this one at a trade. It's used. Yeah, unfortunately, it had a little bit of shipping damage. It happens. Fortunately, though, I'm probably a good fit for this diecast. Why? Because I'm just going to open it up and put it in my display case. So it's not the end of the world that the bubble dome got destroyed. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of dirt and stuff on it. So I'm going to clean this one up. That's why I'm not putting it in the studio. But anyways, this is the Atlanta race win from Christian Eckes. That diecast there. So that is another 2023 diecast. Now we're going to transition to 2024. Now, at the time of this video, this is December 2024. A lot of truck diecast have yet to be made. There is some that I don't have, like the Lane Riggs Authentics diecast. It's the exclusive one that got made this year. Is the blue truck. I think it's like Infinity or something. And I think there might be one more truck diecast somewhere. But we'll, I can't put future diecast in the video. You know what I'm saying? So if you're watching this 5 years from now, hello to the 2030s. Yeah, we're in the 2020s right now. So here's the Nick Sanchez Daytona race win. Awesome looking truck diecast. One of the most heavy raced version diecast ever produced. The whole left side of that truck is just absolutely gone. That's a cool piece. We mentioned the Kyle Busch Atlanta trucks. Well, another one here. This is his first win with Spire Motorsports. They won Atlanta. His first win at the Super Speedway variant. Here is a Matt Mills truck. This truck ran a lot in 2024, and one of the earliest 2024 trucks to be made, the Matt Mills 2024 JF electric truck. And this one, hold on, yeah, this one right here. This is the Raja Karoof Las Vegas race win. The clean version of this truck is going to be coming out very soon, so we'll be able to do a diecast review on that. The Kyle Busch Texas race win is going to be coming out very soon. We'll be able to do a diecast review on that one as well. So again, this is just at the time of this video. All the truck diecasts, like 95% of everything that's got made, it's in this studio pretty much. Excluding, obviously, the championship roof logo trucks, which, I'll be honest with you, I don't care about those. So I didn't get the Craftsman Menards, or not Craftsman, the Menards Camper World Truck Series Championship one, the Sheldon Creed, one of the Ben Rhodes ones, X, Y, and Z. Now, the last two trucks, I need to give a kind of a heads up for some of the viewers. This is before Christmas 2024, right? So if you're aware of the Advent calendar set, there is diecasts that are exclusive, and it's kind of a mystery reveal. If you're watching this 3 years from now in 2027, you don't care about any of this. You could just skip the next, like, 40 seconds. But to keep everyone happy, and no one getting upset in the comment section, right? We want to keep everyone happy, right? Respect that. The next two diecasts, you might want to go ahead and click off the video and go watch one of my other videos. I'm kidding. Actually, yeah, I'm going to be reviewing one of the mystery diecasts. So if you don't want to be spoiled, skip the next about minute in the video, okay? You know, you press the little button on the screen and it like taps 15 seconds. You tap it again. Yeah, do that and fast forward a minute. Okay, so you've already done that. Now I'm going to show the diecast. This is, technically this one's already been leaked because it's already on the box art for the Advent Calendar 2024 set. So this one really doesn't even need a spoiler alert, but it's the 2024 Lane Riggs Loves truck. And this is the one that I wanted to give people a spoiler alert for. 2024 Thad Moffitt truck. This is the customer's bank truck. So yeah. Now that you've fast forwarded about 40 seconds to a minute, X, Y, and Z, assuming you have, I just want to give y'all a heads up. You're good. There's no more spoilers. But what I will say is that truck I mentioned earlier in the video, I said there is a truck diecast that has been recently, I wouldn't say leaked, but at least revealed. It is a 2024 safety clean Thad Moffitt truck. I saw a photo of it. I couldn't believe it's real. It's actually real. Apparently, it was at like some SEMA show. I think it's what it is, like a car show or something. They had a contest, and you could win a 124 scale or a 164 scale version of it. And it was actually in a 164 scale box. It's a legit thing. Anyways, that diecast, I'm guessing it's released as a promo, similar to the Stuart Friesen 2022, which at the time of this video, I think makes 2 promo truck diecast releases at the time of this video. Anyways, I want that freaking truck. The Thad Moffitt safety clean truck. I need that in my collection. So hopefully they overproduce it till the cows come home and I can get it cheap. Anyways, that is all for today's video, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. I mean, if you could, please give it a huge thumbs up. It might seem very simple to do a collection video on trucks, but it's actually not, because you got to take the diecast out of the case, right? Then you got to organize it by year. And if you have a display case and it's full of diecasts, it's kind of hard to get things out. So very blessed and thankful for that. But yeah, these collection videos, they take a long time to do. I made a post in the community tab. I was like, hey, you want a truck diecast collection video? You're like, yeah, why not? And there was a few people that said, no. I mean, that's okay. I'm sorry. I ruined your day. I'm kidding, guys. But anyways, the studio is loaded with truck diecasts. I'm curious what the future holds for the Truck 164s. They've used the same exact diecast mold since 2019 when they were making 2018 ones. I think they're going to continue to do that. And that's a good thing because I think that allows more of them to get made. If they used manufacturer-specific diecast molds, there's probably a good chance half of these would never get made. You'd probably get a ton of Chevys and probably next to no Toyotas and probably next to no Fords. For some reason, they like the Camaros in the Xfinity series, they make a megalodon of them, but they barely make any Fords or Toyotas, Supras, Ford Mustangs and Supras. But yeah, that is all for now, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Awesome stuff. My favorite truck ever produced, it's definitely the Joey Logano 2022 Planet Fitness truck. Hey, man, I freaking love the gym, man. I love working out, so this truck is something I always freaking loved. And it's cool, like the paint scheme for it. It is just, I love that truck, man. That is an awesome piece. If I had to pick a second favorite truck, I wish they would have made the clean version of Martin Truex Jr.'s Bristol truck. That I love that piece. Hopefully they make like a clean version of Nick Sanchez's truck. You know, there's so many good pieces that they never made. You know, they run 1,000 trucks every year, and like maybe 10 diecasts get made every year. So when we get a truck diecast, I get excited for it. That's all for now. And actually, one more little thing. I have the Authentics version of Chase Elliott's truck win. I see that in my display case, so I wanted to get that in this video. That's all for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Diecastbuffet signing off.